Well, good afternoon. I'm excited to be able to talk to you a little bit today. I'm back at my house, getting a nice little view back over here, but I got the only shady spot that actually exists right now that I have Wi-Fi in. So we're gonna do this right on my front porch, and I'm pretty excited about it because I was thinking quite a bit about how I spend my time and how I interact with other people and how I'm always improving on that or trying to improve on that and reading and studying and just like trying different things to see if I can actually bring more joy to other people and excite them, elevate their mood, their emotions in any possible way. And people ask a lot of times, why do you do this? Why do you spend time making these videos? Why do you write so many articles? Why are you always seeking and learning new things and ways of doing this and trying different angles to understand different people? And it's kind of funny because the what's up, roll? The reasons before when I was actually just thinking about this for the last half hour or so. And it actually comes back to something that's so incredibly selfish inside of me. And it's so I'm gonna tell you how it's selfish for me to try to teach people things that I know work for me and then see them improve their lives, right? So it's great to see people be able to get through paradigms and break new hurdles, break new boundaries, and do new things. Because one, of course, when they're doing that, it's going to inspire you to do bigger, better things. Because when somebody shows that it's possible to achieve greatness in any way or mastery in any way or write a masterpiece or do something amazing, even if it's one time, it just completely changes the boundaries for everybody. And a lot of times it helps them to step up. So if I can help somebody get through a block, I can get that inspiration out of them. And that inspiration will then in turn encourage me to do more, bigger, better things because they've showed me that something's possible. But there's actually like a more selfish reason, and it's because for me, I believe that when you say something nice to somebody and authentically, I'm not like I don't bullshit people. Like something, if I'm upset with you, and Roll who's on here can attest to that. Yeah, I'm not there to like build somebody up that's not real. I'm not like, playing to their ego. That's a stupid game. I'm sure I've done it in the past, but it's not anything that's in my field right now. So when I actually can bring some joy to somebody's life and recognize and see something amazing in them and point it out and bring it up for them and they can feel that, it actually makes their mood better. And when people's moods are better, they're more fun to be around. And I also know that when they leave time for me, so I'm going to get that enjoyment about being around somebody that's in a good mood, right? Which is, it's a lot more fun than being around somebody that's cranky. So, it makes it a lot more fun. But I know that they're going to now pay that forward when they go to the next person. If I can make a huge impact and really change somebody's mood from being even in a good stage of like optimistic to like, optimistic's a great place to be, but when you actually get past optimism and you actually can see that whatever you were being optimistic about is coming and it's real, and your belief level goes up from optimism to like it's here, it's arrived, then you are going to actually attract it in, and it's great to be able to help people get to those places, because when I do, at the end of the day, they're more fun for me to be around. But then they're going to pay that stuff forward. When they pay stuff forward, other people's mood raises. And slowly but surely, if we do this, it's actually literally making the world a better place for every single person to live in. So that was kind of what I came to the conclusion in thinking about this. And I got this intuition that I was going to do a live feed on it because it just made so much sense. And I don't know why we don't think about it that way. Maybe you do. I haven't always thought about it that way, and never actually really got to the depth of it till now. So, that will actually inspire me to even try to do a better job. I'm going to try to do an even better job of bringing joy to people's lives and noticing the real things about them that make them amazing individuals. And I hope that that inspires you to do that as well. So let me know what you think, because I'd love to hear your feedback and thoughts. And for those of you just joining me, one of the things I was speaking out about was just how when we actually bring that joy to other people and they are enjoying their lives in a better way than they were when they arrived, they could already be happy. But when they're in your presence and you can say something or do something that brings them joy and makes them feel better than they were before, it actually literally will change dimensions, will change parallel universes, and actually it's a quantum moment, because each moment's it's a quantum leap. And what actually ends up happening is you change the world. You actually change how the outcome of the future of the world is, bar none. No matter how small the changes, you've actually made complete changes to everything that's ever going to happen next, because you jumped quantum worlds. So if that's not cool, like if that's not having some serious power, like, I don't believe in predetermined destiny. I mean, it's predetermined based on this moment and what you're doing, and if you keep doing the same things that you're doing, but you can change because we have free will at any point in time. So when you change that and you add some positivity, or you add some spice, or you add some excitement, it actually is going to change the world. So let me know if that makes sense to everybody on here. Really would love to know your thoughts on it. I know I'm trying to say it in a couple of different ways, and it's not something that I don't rehearse any of this stuff, but I hope that's making sense to everybody out there. I think Roll is making sense. He's got some likes coming in. Yeah, Addison, absolutely. Zig Ziglar. It's funny. He was one of the most amazing. I had these audio tapes that I had to listen to. Well, I chose to listen to because I was getting a sales job and I wanted to learn as much as I could as quickly as I could. And I went to this seminar with Brian Tracy and Tony Robbins, and Donald Trump even spoke at it in Hartford. And Zig Ziglar was there, and he was just amazing. And I got these audio tapes and listened to them in my car, cassette tapes that we used to have. And I would just listen to them over and over on my way to work, on my way home from work. I'd actually sleep with them on, hoping that I would get some of this material. So maybe this is part of the reason why I have this belief. Maybe I've been programmed by the master, the guru, Zig Ziglar. Maybe that's why I ended up in Texas too. So, oh, Jane, that's so nice. To hear that's helped you, and that's so. Does it feel like for you, since I've helped you, or you feel like this has helped, and Roll, you said this too, but that some of my words have really helped you. So do you feel like, though, by changing whatever the behavior was and you being in a better place, do you think that actually changed your outcome for the rest of your life? Like, do you think you're still going to end up buried in the same place, or cremated in the same place, or dying the same way, or loving the same way, or having the same job, or having the most excitement? Are you going to do the same exact things? Or do you think some of the words that you heard, whether it was me or anybody else, that brought you joy, do you think that maybe changed the direction of your life? And how does that affect other people's lives? Everybody that you meet now, run into, like, you've now changed where you're at. So it's just so amazing. So when we can bring that joy, and thank you, Roll. Yeah, actually, you mentioned that this morning in a relationship. It's big deal. Very, very, very excited. You were very against that, like, just a couple weeks ago. So it's really cool to see that you see a possibility. And I wonder if that has anything to do with seeing some changes with Gabby and I, seeing some of the awesomeness that we're going through. Great, Jane. So that changed where you were. Yeah, they're mentally and emotionally, right? So, well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And if this resonates with you, you think it resonates with anybody else, please share it. Try my little experiment. All right. So just be my my social guinea pigs here. Just look and see and try to pay attention to see if you can shift people's moods. And I challenge you don't have to do this, but see if you can shift people's moods to just be a little bit better or a lot better than they were. But just like make that your main goal of your conversation rather than telling them about your day that was stressful, the traffic or the frustration here or there. Just keep that stuff. We don't have to talk about it. You can, but think about the impact that that has, right? If you do. And I've certainly been one to come home and complain about my day to my wife. And she's cool and she listens to it, but the reality is that's not helping. So it's not bringing the joy. It works a lot better when I tell her how beautiful she is. So think about that and just try to put the mundane stuff for the day to the side and just think in your conversation, what could I say? What can I observe about this person that shows me how beautiful they are a person? What do I like most about them that I could share with them? Even if it's like super intimate, like it doesn't, some people want to say your hair or you can say physical things, but physical things are things. But if you can like pick out a quality about them, like I love how that you're such a great listener, or you're always so authentic, or you're such a great cook, or you're such a wonderful mother. Like I don't know a single mother that doesn't want to hear that she's a wonderful mother. Like that's the thing that every mother wants to hear the most, is that they're an amazing mother and they did a good job with their children, right? So so like same thing with a father, although the mother's like next level stuff. And even telling somebody that they're such a good friend or spouse or partner or boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever it is, like recognizing them for that and looking for reasons why they are that way can really change and impact your day and their day and your future in ways that you cannot imagine. The more I practice this stuff, the more amazing my life becomes. So try my social experiment if you're so inclined. Try to just give out a little bit of joy and make that the focus of any one of your conversations with people. How can I make this person just feel a little bit or a lot better? Don't like BS them. It's not about feeding their ego. It's about actually connecting one-on-one. Like you want to look in their eyes, right? You want to look in their eyes and you want to actually see them and see them for what they're amazing for, and see what their most Buddha-like quality is. Like some people, it's just their natural curiosity that's just so amazing. They can be adults and they feel like you're around a little kid, but you look in their eyes and they have this level of curiosity and lust for life that nobody else does. Some people, they have just a overwhelming compassion that comes out of them. You pick up on those things and point those out and just watch some serious shifts coming. So let me know how it works. I would love to hear it. And if you run into me, help me stay accountable to this as well, because if we can bring more joy to people, it's going to bring more joy right back to us. It's going to change the fucking world. So every single time you bring a smile to people's faces, it actually changes the world. It changes the trajectory. And if a frown too, but I don't want to go more in that direction. There's enough of that BS. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Please share it. Please subscribe. Please like all those things. You know the drill. If you think this is going to benefit people, help it get in their hands. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Thanks.